Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the Monique J channel. I wanted to come on today. I'm going to take off these glasses. First, let me say hit the subscribe button. Definitely the notification bell so that you can be alerted every time I do videos. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to take this video. These glasses off. Every time that we do, let's make sure you can hear me. If anybody can't hear me, please let me know. Oh, you can hear me. Well, I wanted to welcome you today. As always, I'd like to do different types of videos on my channel. And today I want to bring on a special guest. She's special, look, double special. She's special for a couple reasons. For one, because she's going to share some great financial information with you. You know me on this channel. My goal is to definitely build and help promote just financial growth, financial freedom. Being able to get out of your own way to make the decisions and do the things that's going to better your personal life. So I'm going to bring on this young lady. Actually, she's going to be calling me coach. I started out as her high school, her and her sister and brother's high school track coach. And then we know now, so I will always be a coach, motivator, and she is now a coach. She is also known as the money coach. We know now, so I will always be a coach, motivator. She's known as the money coach. And so her name is Miss Marie Obichere, and I want you guys to, in the comments, definitely, if you have any questions or anything, ask her. We're going to just have some good conversation. We want to answer any questions. She's going to tell you about what she has going on, what she does. I'm going to share. She's going to share. The purpose of our conversation always is to grow one another and, just be better and do better. All right, so let me welcome on Miss one another, Marie Obichere. Just be better and do better. All right, so welcome on one another. Okay, Marie, can you, I want to make sure that can we see everybody? Hold on. Are you there? All right, we got this. Hold on. Okay, we can activate it. I think I'm going to hold on that. Can you hear me? Hold on. Y'all know how I am with this stuff. Let's see. Unmute. Can you hear me, Marie? Can you hear me now? No? Okay. All right. Can you hear me now? What is going on? I see the mic. Make sure you're unmuted because I see the mic.
Let's see if I can go in here.
Okay, you can't hear me from YouTube, right? Okay, yeah, that's the way you're supposed to. Can you hear me now? Everything is good.
So let me go back.
Everything is good.
So I can go back. Okay, so you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you via YouTube. But it doesn't sound double sounded on your side, does it?
No.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Okay, so what you do is if you're on your Facebook, because I have to do it too. Turn the mute sound. Okay, so what you do is if you are on your Facebook, because I have to turn the what you do is if you are on your turn that sound down. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Is that, can you hear me? Where's your sound coming out from? Is it coming out from your computer speaker? Hold on. Let me. Hold on, babe. Okay.
I'm gonna try from Facebook
Okay.
and
No,
see if
no.
that helps.
Is it better now?
I'm gonna try from Facebook.
Okay. No, no. Is it better now?
No, not on the Skype from where I could hear you. So it's a slight delay when you talk. So it's like everything that's happening I see going on Facebook, but it's like taking a while to like give us feedback. From where I could hear you, so it's a slight delay when you talk. So it's like everything that's happening I see going on Facebook, but it's like taking a while to like give us feedback.
I got a
So it's a
question.
slight delay when you
If
talk.
you
So it's
turn
like
off, if you
everything that's
mute
happening I see going
your
on
sound from
Facebook, but it's
Skype,
like taking a while to like give us feedback. So it's a slight delay.
okay. Say something now. Can you hear me now? You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Oh man. Can you hear me now?
No sound. Do you want me to try to log out and then you call me again? Do you think that'll help?
Yeah, we can try that. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see. All right, yeah. Hold on, let me hang up and then I'll call you right back, okay? Sorry, everybody. Sorry, everybody. Y'all know how this goes with this technology. Let me see. I gotta go back in and try to call her. Start a call. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on. Let me get your. I gotta get her information again. Jeez. Okay, here we go. Sorry, everybody. It's gonna be worth the patience. Soon as we get things together. Hold on. Oh, what is going on? Okay. Okay. Try to call me. Oh goodness, I hate this. I hate it. I never have these kind of issues. Okay. I'm gonna send you this link and just come in. Click this link to come in because I think it's gonna allow you to come in. I apologize again, everybody. Just be patient. Be patient. Be patient. It'll be worth it.
Yes,
Can you hear
I
me?
hear you now. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yes. Yes. No
Her
echo. No none of that. All right. All right. Well, good.
awesome.
I need to. So again, we're gonna apologize, everybody. But like we said, it's gonna be worth it. Hey, it's always a little technical difficulties. You would think by now, with the pandemic, we would be pros at all of this virtual stuff. But hey, still living and learning. So again, I gave you a good introduction before you came on, but I definitely wanted to introduce you again as we are going to be able to flow. I have with me Miss Marie Obichere, also known as the Money Coach. She is going to share with you a little bit about who she is, what she does, and then we're going to engage in some conversation because both of our goals are to help people build financial freedom, build generational wealth, and start creating solutions instead of talking about the problem. So, welcome to the Monique J channel, to the Monique J Let's Be Honest show, and go ahead, you got it.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach Mo, Coach B. I had asked her earlier, guys. I'm like, what do you want me to call you? If I don't know if you told them how long I've known you.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Okay. So we go way back like Cadillac seats. So, I definitely feel so comfortable calling her Coach Mo, Coach B, all that good stuff. So, and it's funny how that goes into fruition about where her role is right now. So it's like, man, this is just so amazing how, we just progressing through life with that. So, anywho, I'll go ahead and give a little history about myself. My name, like she stated, is Maria Obichere. I am a money coach. So, yes, I help people, get their finances in order. I like for people to think about it in terms of building a house from the ground up, right? So you got to have a foundation and go all the way to the roof. And that's my specialty when it comes to your financial portfolio. So, money isn't something that we just make, money is a tool. It's a tool, it's a form of, that we need to use so that we can enhance our lives and make it better. So, I'm here simply to, help and assist anyone who comes my way on ways that they can utilize this tool so that they could live their best lives, without any financial, burdens and hardship. That's my overall focus when it comes to what I do. And, we have a large umbrella of services that we're able to attach along with that so that we're able to service people uniquely according to their needs. So that's, the most important things that we do. I have a passion for it. I've been in the financial service industry for 4 years. As time flies really quickly with it. But prior to that, I was a teacher. So I've always been in a helping role and, love educating people and things like that. However, I noticed, with teaching, it was limited in what I can do in terms of empowering people with the financial portion. And I do feel that, when your money is in order, you have a whole lot more options,
Yep.
when it comes to things that you can do. So that's why I personally did transition into finances full time because I do feel that I can merge my education degree along with my financial licenses so that I could bring the information to people in terms that they get, not talking over their heads, so that they could, actually utilize the information and empower themselves to make the best financial decisions. So, that's a long story short autobiography of what I do and how I coach people when it comes to money.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. I think that that is what kind of happens for everybody. It's kind of like you start, because we're all taught, go to college. You know what I'm saying? Go to college, get a degree. Well, most, a lot of people that I know, and so it's like we follow the directions because that's what good children do. And then when we get in the real world, it's not that we don't enjoy our jobs, because I know without the job that I had that led me to you, I wouldn't be the person that I am today because I
Right.
recognized a lot about myself that I didn't know. First, that I was gonna even like kids because I didn't think I was gonna like kids. I didn't like kids back then. So, but it shaped and molded me and brought something out of me that I didn't know was there, that I'm very blessed to say that I realized. But in that,
Hmm.
it kind of made you decide like anything and realize anything is possible, and why keep myself in this box of either the corporate world or or like say educational system, when I have so much more inside of me that I don't want to limit, and so I can use this education but also reach the world as well. And so now we can
Hmm.
merge both, do better. I'm all about entrepreneurialism. So doing and building
Oh yeah.
why, even if you are someone who is, working a job or in the corporate world, why you should have something else, going on. Like we always say, seven streams of income. It doesn't mean you're working
Mhm.
seven jobs. It just means that you have money coming in from seven streams, and it's a way to do that. And I kind of want you to kind of talk about what options or what you're doing with what you do that would help build an additional stream of income or revenue, or how people can reach their financial goals.
Okay, perfect. And yes, you hit on something so major that should have been taught, when we were in school. I do feel that entrepreneurship wasn't touched on enough. There's nothing wrong with working, and anything like that if that's, what you love to do. However, the benefits of having, something that's yours, something that, you build that you can make additional income off of, that's something that is very, very helpful to your financial portfolio. You could do so much more when you do have an extra, thing that you're talented in. So I always, recommend for people to find their gift, your gift, and maybe something that you didn't even recognize, ever doing before. Like, for example, with me, I would have never thought I would have been in the financial service industry ever. I got in with the curiosity of, oh, I could get some licenses. Okay, that's great. Let me go ahead and start that. But what I was able to learn when I got those licenses were the options. Like it felt like the faucet literally turned on to having access to the multiple streams of income that I'm now able to perfectly share with other people. You know, um, Most of us are familiar with time, just trading time for money, which is working a job, and that's great. However, many people, especially within our communities, most of the time those paychecks go strictly into a bank account. Let's just be honest, and it's just sitting there, not really doing much of anything. So it's up to, people like us to go ahead and make sure people have awareness of what other things they can do with the money that's made there. I always say, your job income should funnel all of your other incomes. That should be like the root. If you have that job that it now, goes into other places. So, for example, you could have investments that are started, because, like I said, money is a tool. So your money should be making money, and I wouldn't recommend a person going about that necessarily by themselves. I always think that you should go with someone who's a licensed, certified person that you also trust and that you feel good about when you have a conversation with them, because it's something that you just want to have like some information on, like the how to's and things like that, because a lot of us are starting with a complete I don't know background, where others, may start with a little higher level. So it's nothing wrong with asking for help. You don't have to go at it by yourself. I have to reiterate that again. So, investments is one way, but then, having that residual income, that's another thing that occurs, that could come from anything, think about what most people would think about right away, maybe real estate or something like that, right? So just something that just comes where now you have something where okay, I'm going to get money at a set amount of time when it comes to what you're doing. So that's another way that we discuss things like that when it comes to what I do. So it's all the streams of income. I'll just pretty much say I have an answer for. It just all depends on the person that I'm talking to, so that I could definitely help them get to that place when it comes to what streams they're ready to open. Because let me put this out as a disclaimer, we have so many people that are like, oh, I just want to go in and I want to invest everything. But okay, do we have your foundation laid out? Because you don't want to go in and just, risk it all and that's all you have. We have to have money that's set aside specifically for that, but you have your stability money where, okay, I still can eat and I still have a place to live and so forth.
Right.
So those are things that, I definitely consult people with, just so that we can make, proper plans for what buckets their money are going to go in at what moment.
Okay. So, what do you say, or because I have a lot of times people are like, actually, I saw it on a post. Someone like, well, we weren't taught that. We weren't, taught to invest. We weren't, they didn't teach us that in school. And it's true because they didn't. A lot of times, they always say if you want to hide something from a certain culture of people, put it in a book.
Yeah.
And so most stuff that you have to research to be in this bracket of income because for whatever reason we think what they know we can't learn or the information is not out there for us. What do you say to those people who are just like I don't know what to do. I don't have a whole lot of money, so I can't start an investment fund or get a financial advisor and say, "Here's $10,000." Is there options, or are there things that you feel can be done within any budget? Because I kind of talk about that a lot, and when I work with people, I open that door for them. Saying, "Hey, you don't have to start out and think that you have to already be rich to get richer." No, you start. Everybody's starting from somewhere. So, what do you have, or what information do you have regarding that
Great.
question?
Yeah, great question because that's so true. That was something that was conveniently missed out in our education, curriculum that was sent to our schools in particular. And, we were also brainwashed, if I could get a little deep, to think that, some people, ice water is colder than others,
Right.
if you know what I mean. So it's like at that point, if you're a person that don't have any clue, or you've made an assumption of, oh, I need X amount of dollars to start and things like that, erase that immediately from your mind. You just said, Coach Mo, everybody starts from somewhere. So one, let me go ahead and clear up something when it comes to a financial advisor. You should not be paying to see a financial advisor. I'm going to say that again. You should not be paying to see a financial advisor. That is something that you can do for free. So, for example, my company, we service people, we give free financial needs analysis, right? There are people out there that will try to charge you to let you know what's going on with that. But there are companies out there that will give you a completely free financial needs analysis so that you can see exactly where you are and what it would take for you to get to the next level. In addition to that, right, it all depends on what investment firms you're going to when it comes to invest. Because, yes, some investment firms, yes, they do want $10,000 up front. And that's just not the one that's for you. However, you want to work with companies, personally, I represent companies that treat Wall Street or treat Main Street like Wall Street. So that means like people like you and me, we could get those Wall Street services, and we don't have to have the big bucks to do it. There are mutual funds out there, and this is not a solicitation for any type of investment, anything like that. But there are mutual funds out there. There are, different investment portfolios that you can start for as low as $25 a month. So everybody has an opportunity to definitely go ahead and get it started. You know, and if you do feel that you need more, right, there's ways that you could just make extra income. We have our main job, but we also need a spare side too. And I think that that's for everyone, especially in the season that we're in. Everybody needs something that is spare income. So that's, what we generally help people discuss, like we want to put away the fears of, oh, well, that's not for me. No, investment is for everybody. It's for
And you
everybody.
know what? It's funny you say that because I always say we invest in other people's dreams every day. When we
All the
when we
time.
stream music, we're investing in that favorite music artist's dream. When we go and buy brand
Mm-hmm.
name clothing, we're investing in that designer's dream. So I don't understand, and I try to get out of that and teach people to get out of that mindset that those people are the only ones that can achieve their dreams and goals, and when we're not, and for us to realize the only way they're achieving them is because we're supporting
Because
them.
of us.
Yes. So if not, I'm not saying don't support, because of course we're in the things that we're in, and nobody is successful without the support of others. What
Of
I'm
course.
saying is if you're somebody who your excuse or your reason or your problem is because you don't think you have the ability to build whatever that is, start whatever that is, I want you to get that out of your head, because you are generally the solution for why other people are fulfilling and reaching their goals. Now you talked about, I had to write it down because I'm getting older. So I write when stuff comes to my mind. You said about $25 a
Mm-hmm.
month. And in doing what I do, I talk to people all the time who say, "Well, I just don't have, I don't have $25 a month." And you hear that, and it sounds so small. And reality is, it is small, but people feel like they don't have it because they're not willing to sit down and create a budget. I always tell
Yep.
people, look at your bank statement because now at
Mhm.
first, now we're in the time of swiping and all this, so people don't carry cash. So it used to be
Mhm.
you would use a card because you knew you were more reluctant to pull the card out, and so you kind of controlled how you spent your money, and people felt like cash went faster. Well, now
Mhm.
I don't know about you, but in most people I know, they swipe that card, don't think
Swiping
nothing
all
of it, or
day.
whatever. Exactly. So I always tell
Let's
people
add time to that.
when we start out, in order to free up that $25 that you be talking about, look at your bank statement for the month and see how many times you purchased things that you didn't need. Um,
Mhm.
I give the example of fast food in a week. And most
Mhm.
people run the McDonald's, really quick because you're hungry, and I get it, But when you want to do something different, or when you want something different, you have to do something different. So I get
Right.
that we have the rationale when I'm hungry is last minute. Okay, but you also want to build wealth. You want to free
Mhm.
up $25 a month or $50
Yep.
a month, and if you're
Mhm.
seeing that potentially $100 a month is going to fast food restaurants, then that's going to take discipline to now say, hey, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I already
Yep.
have groceries at home. I'm gonna meal prep. I'm going
Mhm.
to make sure that when I'm in these last minute situations where I'm hungry, I don't have to go and spend money that I want to use to start investing. I wanted to touch in on that because I know that that's the first thing, and it's just me doing what I do. That's the first thing people
Mhm.
say, because they feel like investing, building wealth, getting money from other avenues is only for a specific income bracket of people. I don't know. Have you looked into things like, and I know it's of course outside of your company that you're in, but what do you think about people starting as small as like using, to say, how Cash App does the investments, stuff like Acorns and stuff like that? Because I kind of try to put that out there as well,
Mhm.
because if nothing else, it helps them build something that they can then come bring. Once they see maybe $500 or $1,000 in there, now they can bring that to an advisor, or now start something bigger. What do you think about those avenues?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. However, my only, downside would be that you don't have a physical person that you can talk to at that moment to help you grow your income. And you mentioned something with that $25 struggle. That's what I'll call it, right? Like, I don't have it. It ain't there. That's a mindset issue, right? Money is only an issue in the absence of value. And because we were never taught that investments were something to value, we immediately would say, "Oh, I don't have it. It's not there." Until we like break that mold and truly understand what investments can do for us, right? So, like you said, like you could come up with $25 easily with what you just said, Coach Mo, right? Because we are at Starbucks, we getting them four for fours, we doing everything that is a want versus a need right away. And then another thing, right? Subscriptions. Like every month, I'm doing an audit on my bank account. I don't care how much money I end up making. I'm gonna do this forever because people who are wealthy, which I aspire to be one day,
Mm-hmm.
you're wealthy because you aren't letting your money just go all willy nilly. So those automatic deductions of subscriptions. My favorite TV show is done now. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it. I watch Power, love Power.
No, you can
It's
say it.
done.
This is
My
this is our
subscription.
show. We talk about everything. Then when I put a disclaimer. So you say whatever, as long as you two don't say
Okay.
nothing, we good.
Okay, cool. I love me some Power, right? So I just got through watching Power Book Ghost 2. You think I'm gonna keep my Star subscription?
No, hopefully not.
No, that's an extra 14.99 that's coming back into my account every single day. Now where can you find the other $10? These are different things that we have to think about, as it is. Because if it's something that you truly, truly want, let's say it's that I don't know, leather coat that you've been thinking about forever, you're gonna find a way to get it. You're gonna find a way. You do hair, you got people out there that's gonna find those bundles.
Yeah.
They gonna find them. So if you could find all that good stuff, we could definitely find what it takes to go ahead and invest. And then you don't have. I don't want people to invest thinking, okay, I'm gonna be rich tomorrow.
Yeah, because
No, it's gonna be over time, and that's the thing that you want to sit and understand. Like, okay, I'm growing something for my future and for my generational wealth to come,
mm-hmm.
and that's essentially what it's about.
Well, actually, it's going to be a shameless plug because I do have my online school. I have a savings club, right? And
Hmm.
in my savings club, it's you can pay $10 And
Mhm.
I give tools to people that teach them. I have people, I've saved them close to $3,000 a month, and as little
Okay.
as $100 a month, just in different things that you can do that people don't even think about. Like it says, what you was talking about with stars or whatever. Like I have a client of mine who has his own TV streaming service, right? Well,
Mhm.
you get up to 6,000 channels. So that power and all that you would want, he charges $25 a month. So people are paying. So just for example, people paying for cable, or they're paying for Netflix, Hulu, all these different things that when you look down, when you finish, you're paying about $60 a month, even
Mhm.
if you don't have cable anymore. Because then, of course, people are like, well, I get this, so I have Roku, all these different things you're still paying. And you see what they do. They nickel and dime you up and up and up. First,
Yes.
it started at $11.99. Now it's
Mhm.
$17.99. And now you're paying for three different things. And like I said, you're spending $60, but then just say, for example, he has a service that's $25, $30. Now, what did you just do? Free up another $30 a month. So
Exactly.
in my club, I give a lot of those different tools, different ways about cell phone, just all kind of stuff that can free up money
Mhm.
to where it's not like you're trying to pull money from what you have left after you pay your bills. What you're doing is freeing up money within those bills, because we understand, we all want, like you said, you like power, you want to watch
Mhm.
power, so it was worth the investment. But if you can find a way to be able to watch power and not have to make that same amount of investment, then now that's more money that you can use to do what you want to do with it, and
Exactly.
build your wealth. I totally agree. I hate that. You tell me what you think about this. I know we're going over, so we're going to end at about
No,
9 minutes. But I talk about how uh, certain classes of, I want to say certain classes of people who are doing certain things like what we're talking about, like investments and things
Mhm.
like that. They are made to look like the villain because from the tax world, they don't pay as much taxes as I may pay on my job income or someone's job
Mhm.
income for working. And so it's like, hey, let's vote that they pay more instead of teaching me how to be able to
Right.
make money in that arena so that I can make those savings as well.
Exactly.
Don't make a person who happens to have I call it an inside scoop, which is really not an inside scoop. Um,
Mhm. You just
because
got to
it's
get in the
open,
right
it's
circles.
available, right? We're talking about it right now. It's available
Yes.
to everybody. Capital gains tax, we know, is less than individual income tax.
Yes, it
So
is.
that doesn't mean let's raise capital gains tax. That means
Oh,
let's
learn how to get
invest.
some.
Yes, let's go get some of that capital gains so that now I can make money while I'm sitting right here, and I can go click and open my stuff and see how much money I
Right.
got that I'm making, that I may only be paying 15% tax on, instead of
Mhm.
having to get up and work 40 hours a week. I'm saving for
Mhm.
somebody else, and then they could take potentially 38% of my doggone money. So that's how do you feel in regards to that, and about the importance of getting people to understand that a lot of times, when it's saying those are bad, those are bad people, we got to hurt them. What do you think about that, and the fact that you're not being taught how to become like those people?
That's a phenomenal question. That's always been something that, once I got into the entrepreneurship role, that has, taxed me because, I believe I even had that mindset at one point where it's like, oh man, the rich, oh, I can't stand it saying the rich keep getting richer, the poor keep getting poorer, and we need to go ahead and fix that by making them pay more and all that stuff. No, that's not the way that we need to think about it, because if we constantly think like that, regardless, even if they pay more, they're going to keep getting richer. You're going to keep getting poorer, because it's all about, once again, the mindset that
And
you
it's
have
because
that
they
set
own
behind.
they own the companies, they own the businesses and
They,
stuff that you work for. So when they
right.
when they pay more, they're gonna raise our prices and we're gonna pay more. So
Yes,
how
or
about we
pay you
split up?
less for what the job that you have.
Exactly.
So we all need to work together with that, and like you stated before, it's like, it's just a switch in how you're thinking about it. So if you see that, oh, that they want to, increase the taxes over here for the rich because of XYZ, well, why don't you say, well, shoot, how can I open an LLC or something that I'm passionate about, so that I could go ahead and get some tax deductions as well? Because everybody knows, as an entrepreneurship, you have some, benefits of it,
Let me
when it
pause
comes
you
to the
right
tax.
there, because I always like to fix this LLC thing. You don't
Okay.
really get a lot of tax benefits in an
Mhm.
LLC because it's a disregarded entity. IRS
Okay.
doesn't recognize it. So when you form it, and I love to say this for us because we first say, hey, when I
Mhm.
started my business today, I got LLC,
Right.
because by it being a disregarded entity in their eyes, they view it strictly like they would a sole proprietorship for
Mhm.
taxation. So for the state, it's recognized, and that's why it's called limited liability company and not
Right.
corporation because it's not viewed as a corporation. If you want to be viewed as a corporation or even an S corp, you have to ask for permission from the IRS to be viewed and taxed like that. So I
Mhm.
always tell people because I know that's what they push out to us all the time about it, it's really you might as well stay a sole proprietor until you want to form a corporation. Even with an S corp, you can. I was explaining this to people. You can pay, all of your expenses and you can do all your things, but S corps can't retain earnings either. So whatever's
Mhm.
left in those at the end after they pay the bills, it has to get paid out to the people, and then you're taxed on it just like you was as a self-employed person paying self-employed tax as well as
Right.
individual income tax. So those are the things with an LLC, especially if it's a sole member and you're the only person in it, you a sole proprietor. Don't pay that.
Mhm.
Don't pay that filing fee to the state to do it until that's a waste of time. If you have two members in it, it's considered a partnership to the IRS. It's
Mhm.
not anything, and then now both people are paying taxes on the income. So I just had to put that in there real quick because as much as I always see it, I like to make that correction because we are
Mhm.
always told that LLC, 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 and no, and I don't understand why, and most of the time it's like attorneys and stuff. No offense to any attorneys, because they're looking from the legal concept and the protections that's supposed to be behind it. It's not going to really be behind it if you're the only person in the company, because
Mhm.
it's considered you. You're better if you form a corporation. It's a separate entity, and then yes, if you're the only person in the court, potentially they can come to you, but it's a lot more work. So I like to put that out there because, like I said, attorneys are looking from the legal and they're not looking from the dollar aspect. Great thing
Uh
for
huh.
me, I have
Yes.
education in the legal and in the accounting side of things, and with both degrees. So
Mhm.
sorry to cut you off, but I just want to put that out there real quick.
No, I'm happy you did cut me off because it's lanes to this money thing. It is lanes to it. Yeah, I could talk about the investment side and everything all day. I told you yesterday, I don't know nothing about taxes like that. That's why you get a tax person, and you have to be able to know when to seek help from those different areas that you're not familiar with instead of playing the guessing game. So that's what makes this, truly phenomenal that we're able to sit here together in this partnership so that we could learn those things. But I mean, would you agree though? Like, even though LLC wasn't the right terminology per se, but building a business, if that's a way to, get those taxes and things taken, or lowered at some point, or there's, I would say, tax advantages.
Yes,
That's what I'll
definitely.
say. Yeah.
Definitely. Of course, like you said, you're always better to consult with us. A lot of people just feel like, oh, I'm gonna get my EIN and then I got a
Oh.
business. And the IRS makes a differentiation between a business and a hobby for a reason.
Mhm.
And people assume that once they start and they put it on paper, it's
It's the
legitimately a
business.
business.
Like, no, it's not.
No, right. And if it's not functioning, if you're not working, if you can't prove you pushing it and doing like you see you're doing within your business, then they will deem it a hobby. And then to be looking, trying to think you're gonna take all them deductions, no, that's not
No.
important either. So yes, I totally, totally agree. That's also why I say, and kind of what we said at the beginning about figuring out what it is you're passionate about. If you're
Hmm.
passionate about it, if you love it, you can make somebody else love it. I don't care if you cook popcorn for a living or tie your shoes for a living. I know
Hmm.
a lady who started an online course about how to roll your socks, and she's making over $15,000 a month on her online course about rolling damn socks.
Rolling some socks.
Because
I'm
guess
not mad
what?
at her.
The millions of people in the world, especially now with the internet, you can reach all over the world.
Hmm.
You don't have to have only the support of your community or your neighborhood or your stuff
No.
anymore because they might not like what you like. And you've been wondering, why is it taking me so long to grow? And it's because those are not your audience. But now with this,
Hmm.
you can reach your audience. And she didn't reach enough people that like to roll
Oh,
socks.
girl. To
that
roll
like to
some daggum socks.
exactly
I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her at all. Look, if you could go ahead and secure the bag, roll in some socks, do it. I'm not, I would definitely, I just motivate people to do something and do it until you figure out you're passionate about it. And I have a really quick shameless plug myself, like literally 6:30. 6:30 right now, I'm looking for people that want to make extra income, on the side. As passionate as I am, I'm not hosting it. I got another team of people hosting it, so we're good to go. But if you want the link to my webinar that is about to go on right now, starting literally in 5 minutes, they're going to roll. Instagram me, Facebook me.
What's the link?
I don't have the link purposely on hand because, if I say it on a public platform, we have hackers sometimes. I like to go ahead and individually give it to them.
Well,
So,
they have under this on the screen is your IG name. So if they
okay.
go there and contact you, you can send it through a DM message or something like that. Okay. So
Yep.
everybody watching, if you're watching, because we do got people watching, I'm seeing on all the different platforms.
Okay.
If you're watching, you want to get in contact or go and see what she's talking about. It's a secret, not just playing. Definitely go to IG and DM her, and she'll send you the link. Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely, for sure. So yeah, check it out because we're talking about, just what's going on, how to make some additional income financially, getting some different licenses under your belt that you could take anywhere with you. These are just things that are not often in our community presented to us. So it's like when it comes, why not take advantage of that and then see if you like it or not? Look, I'd rather find out I don't like something and I got some state licenses anyway, because I might run into somebody that need a product versus, just turning a blind eye to it and staying in the same exact situation I'm in. You never know what opportunities can turn your life around, and you got to keep your ears to the streets, when it comes to it, because you just never know. It might be somebody walking down the street saying, look, I'm going to teach you Taekwondo, and you might turn out being the best Taekwondo master ever. You never know. Okay. So it's just about being open minded.
That's one of the things back when you all in school. It's like I used to always say, nothing beats a failure like a try, and you gonna always things gonna always look hard when you're just looking at them. But the one
Yeah,
thing is, you sure ain't gonna get to that point or get to the finish line if you don't start the race. And so then you can't
exactly.
complain about something. It doesn't matter if you get there first, second, third, or last. It's just you finish. You know what I'm
Get
saying?
there.
Because you finishing is still better than the person who never starts. and
Exactly.
and that is, because when people always say like, well, I'm not the best. So it doesn't
It don't
matter.
matter.
It can only be, that's why it's called the best. It can only be one the best. So then what's the rest of all the people supposed to do? You find, you get in your lane, you work hard, you be the best you at whatever it is that you're trying to do, and I guarantee you it's going to be better and get more success than if you never start or if you never try. So I definitely agree. We're gonna definitely have to bring you back on. I hope you enjoyed
Love it.
coming. If you notice when you come on my show, anything with me, I'm just the same person. I same. I like things to just flow naturally. We just have
Hmm.
conversation. I think that for me, being extra stuffy, being extra
It's not fun, right?
yeah, it's just not fun. Them people in my
Hmm.
audience, just call it Let's Be Honest show, because I'm just being honest and straight up
Right.
being myself. I really appreciate you. I want to tell you, I am proud, proud, proud of you. I say it all the time, but I'm gonna say it for all the world to see. You said the world to see now. I am, I've always known, you come from good stock.
Thank
Y'all
you.
together. You come from just your whole entire family. So I always knew you've always kind of been a lot more mature, is what I'm gonna say, for your
In
age.
a good way,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, yeah, in a very, very good way. So I knew that, I wasn't worried, but I just definitely, I want to wish you continued success in what you do. I hope as the video, because I'll constantly show it, I'll make sure that it's in SEO so it gets viewed properly. So I hope that you're contacted by people who are trying to change their story. You can't complain about something constantly if you're not trying to do anything to change that you're complaining about. As well as for me. So you definitely guys make note of her IG name. I have a flyer I'm going to be putting attaching or whatever too, so that you can definitely reach out to Miss Marie and the money coach. And again,
Yes.
I want to thank you. Hopefully you're open. I'm gonna put you on the spot now. You open for coming back maybe in a
You already know I'm coming back. You don't even have to ask me
Okay,
like
great,
that.
great, great.
You
Awesome.
already know. Look, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Coach Mo, right? She taught me a lot, even though she looked like my sister. You know, she looked like my sister, but she had me since what, before 10 years old?
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Right.
I wasn't even in school. Fuck that high school.
Man, wasn't in school. I was just look, I was just tagging along, like, look, I'm down for the ride, y'all. Like, what y'all ain't leaving me out.
Best big sister ever. You know.
Man, she was forced to take me, that's all, but it's okay.
Look, and it's so funny because
Ooh,
I'm looking at your smile. I'm just thinking about your dad. Y'all are just look. You know, I just saw his name. It's just Smiley Dad. You know, but look, everybody probably like, look, y'all. We don't want to be here, but I appreciate and I tell you guys this all the time. I really appreciate you guys. You don't know how you opened up something in me that I didn't know existed. And it really made me realize who I truly, truly was or should be. So I thank each and every student at Thornwood High School, that
right.
graduated from
T-Bird.
Thornwood High School, any opportunity that I have, because you shaped and molded me into the person I think is pretty dope today. I'm a toot my
Oh,
own
you more than dope.
yeah.
And just know all the people that you've impacted. I know I could speak for myself, but you made my sister successful, my brother successful. You got all these. My brother, look, he doing his thing. Y'all
Don't say
follow
that. I
him.
wanted to rub it in on y'all two girls. Y'all, he's sweet as ever too. But y'all, that's come from being
I know.
the one boy with the girl. He had to give us a little bit of hard time. But he's a
He
grown
did, but
young
he
man
made
too.
it work.
Yep.
He an entrepreneur too, doing his thing at the tattoo shop,
Go
tattooing the
ahead.
whole country.
Go ahead.
Tattooing the whole country, doing his thing. So look, everybody has made it in their own right. And
Yeah.
you were a part of all of our journeys. So just thank you for that. Thank you. You made us
You call
fearless,
a punk
you
for not crying.
know. Don't cry. Just take the flowers while you taking them right now, because you made us fearless. We saw just you was morphing into a butterfly. We thought you was a butterfly already, but you just kept morphing and morphing and morphing. Like, dang, now she doing this and she doing that and she good at it. Look, I don't gotta stay a teacher forever. I got examples all over the world that's gonna show me that I'm gonna make it no matter what I decide to do.
Yep, exactly. You said it right there. As long as you have the desire, as long as you have the drive and the belief and the faith in God, anything is possible. It ain't easy, but it's possible. But like
And
you
worth
just
it.
said, guaranteed to fail if you never try. So
Mm-hmm.
there we go. So again, Marie, I want to thank you. Don't forget to tell the Smiley family. I said hello. I love you all, and I will send you a message and let you know when I want to bring you on. But it'll probably be next month. Okay.
Okay, for
All right. God
sure.
bless. I love you. Love you. Love you.
I love you too. See
All
you.
right. Bye bye.
All right. God bless. Bye.
All right, everybody. Well, I want to again thank Marie for an awesome, awesome interview. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you got some inspiration and some motivation um, from. Can you? No, you can't hear me. Hold on one second. Mike. Okay. Okay. Let's see. All right. I want again, I'm sorry. I want to thank Marie for coming. I hope you guys got some inspiration and some motivation from on my interview today. I hope you learned something in regards to just taking a step on building, doing different things, building your financial freedom. Even during the pandemic, we've talked about how it's possible with even as little as 10, 15, $25 a month, about making changes instead of making excuses. And that's the only way that we're going to do something different. I say this all the time, and I'm sure you've heard it all the time. You cannot continue to do the same things and expect different results. That's the true definition of insanity. And I don't think any of us want to be considered crazy. I know not me. Now, some people might beg to differ, but so I hope you got something out of this. Please, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. Share this video. If you think that this was information that can help your friends, your family, or even people you may not know. We are good at sharing all kind of crazy, silly videos that don't grow us as people or grow our communities. So let's do that with something that's going to be good and going to be something good to share that can help people in a positive way. So again, thank you so much for tuning in today to the Monique J channel, the Let's Be Honest show. That I had my special guest, Miss Marie Obichere. I'm sorry, I know her name, how to say it properly. The money coach, and you have her. I still left her IG tag on the screen, so you should see it. Definitely contact her. Contact me. All of my links are going to be in of course, my descriptions. Anywhere you go, you can find a link to contact me. It's definitely becoming tax season. You know, I am a 28-year tax professional. I have a secure tax preparation app, knowledgeable, professional, ethical, reasonable price, but you do pay for the like I say, it's not going to be like a back alley person, but it is reasonable for the services and the knowledge that you get. So again, thank you guys. Have a blessed day. As I always say, remain at peace and not in pieces. God bless y'all. Peace.